I don't have any sort of data connection with my Sprint mobile hotspot here, and this has been an ongoing problem. Welcome my friends, Seven Gray here. It is an absolutely beautiful morning here. I am boondocking in the Colorado Rocky Mountains, just a little bit south of Laramie, in the area of Steamboat Springs. I guess this area is called Cowdrey Reservoir. I'll put a little map here so you can check it out. It's a pretty beautiful, pristine morning. When I arrived last night, it was super windy, like Wyoming windy. You just didn't want to stand outside because you'd be swept away, too much even for kites. Here you can see the lake, a few campers down there, toilet, there's the step van. I was born in Colorado, in Denver to be precise, and at age 4 or 5 my family started moving, so we made 27 moves before I graduated from high school. A lot of those moves actually were in the state of Colorado. So as a child, as a youth, made a lot of moves through this area and have a fondness and a love for the Colorado Rockies. I don't have any sort of data connection with my Sprint mobile hotspot here, and this has been an ongoing problem. Sprint wasn't really so much a problem as a provider for me for the last 6 months since I got my hotspot, because I've been primarily inside of cities and the reception has been good. Data transfer speeds are fantastic. But for boondocking and remote places, just doesn't seem to be cutting it. And I've been doing some research, and apparently Verizon is one of the best solutions for boondocking. I'm doing my morning routine, making some coffee here. My sister helped me set up this little coffee kit, so this little box here, this box actually came from my friend Giuseppe. He did a cross-grade manufactured new box for underneath his driver's seat, and so I'm repurposing this box to use for all of my coffee stuff. Here you can see the coffee can with the coffee. I just took the lid off of that. I have a little container here for my stir, my scoops. Over here you can see the filters. And then normally I have this coffee cup here, and I have the canister for my AeroPress here. All is inside of there, the little plunger. So all that stuff is in here. By the way, this is a sort of cool coffee cup. This is from Taiwan when I lived in Taiwan, and it has like a little saying here. It's a little digital nomad guy working on his laptop, but it's sort of fun. And it's a thermos, so it's a metal on the inside, stainless steel. It's pretty cool. If you've never seen an AeroPress before, this is how it works. You just push this piston in here, the coffee and water is in here, and the filter's on the bottom, and it just goes down into the mug. And there you have it. I'm seriously addicted to my eggs in the nest here, the one-eyed jacks. These things are just incredible. My favorite breakfast by far. Anyway, back to what I was saying about the Wi-Fi hotspot. You know, I've gone for years not using a Wi-Fi hotspot, traveling the world, going to Starbucks, going to coffee shops, hostels, places that had free Wi-Fi, and I just sort of believe that free Wi-Fi is the way to go. Why pay for it if you can get it for free? But when you're out boondocking, it sure is nice not to have to drive into a city to get Wi-Fi. And so for the last 6 months, it's been just absolutely fabulous, even in the cities, just to sit out in a parking lot, be able to surf the internet, answer comments, make comments, upload videos, all that kind of stuff, which you, I'm sure, are well aware of. So I absolutely love my Wi-Fi hotspot. The Sprint. I just wish that I had reception out here. So I've been looking for the past little bit at the Verizon units, and I've been following the threads online where you can get Verizon 3G and 4G for $5 a month. So now I'm exploring on how to do that. So in upcoming episodes and videos here, hopefully I'll be explaining how I get set up so that I have a Verizon hotspot. That'll give me both, I guess. I'll probably ultimately end up just using the Verizon, but anyway, that's the thing that I'm starting to research today, and because I have no Wi-Fi here, I'm going to be traveling into Steamboat Springs today, which is about an hour away, and check out Steamboat Springs, probably spend a couple of days there, I hear it's a beautiful place. I was there as a child, but I think it's changed a lot since then. I'm having perfect weather today. I arrived in Steamboat Springs about 9:30 this morning. It's about noon now. Had my lunch here. Sometimes when I'm in the city, I'll go to Qdoba or Chipotle and get like one of their burrito bowls, and then I'll have it for lunch and then save leftovers. So I get 2 meals for $7 or $8. That's a pretty good deal, I think. So anyway, tonight I'm going to be just camping here in the Walmart parking lot. By the way, it's listed on the website as no parking here, and there's signs clearly all through the parking lot that say no parking overnight. But I talked to the managers here, and they gave me permission for one night. So this has happened to me a number of times where I have a situation like this where a site is known for a place you can't park overnight, and you just ask politely at the management and they say okay. It probably helps that I had just made my purchase and was in the checkout stand when I made the request. So you wonder what I do in the Walmart parking lot. Today I am brewing a first fermentation of kombucha and jun. I have my kombucha and jun in jars back here over in the corner. Over here you can see my kombucha and jun. Here's the jun, here's the kombucha. I have second fermentations going right now with the fruit, so I need to refill these jars again here with some more stuff. I know that looks really gross, but hey, that's the way you make it. It's got a SCOBY here culture, and over here I am boiling some water. I'm going to add some black tea to it and some sugar, mix up the concoction, let it cool, and then pour it into the jar. So that's how I spend my time in the Walmart parking lot, is brewing kombucha.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around. Eyes closed, like we're dreaming even when we're not. You and me got a whole other meaning, I don't know.
You'll notice that since the last time I posted about doing kombucha and jun that I've changed my technique, and I found some shortcuts. So my tips for kombucha and jun, if you're into brewing this kind of stuff, you can go back, I'll link the video above on making that. But my shortcut that I do now is I just boil a pot of water. I just pour some water in there, and once it's boiling, then I pour enough into the teapot with my loose leaf tea from black tea, so that I have enough in there to make the tea. And then whatever's left over, it doesn't really matter how much, as long as there's some in there. Then I pour a cup of sugar in there. You probably noticed in the little video I just used half cups, and I didn't have it quite full, so I added a teeny bit of a third cup. So anyway, 1 cup of sugar, and then just mix it up. It just needs to dissolve the sugar. It doesn't really matter if it's strong or if it's weak. It just needs to be mixed, and the same for the tea. So now I just let everything cool. Once the tea is steeped for, I don't know, 12 or 13 minutes, something like that, then I just pour the tea in with the sugar mixture and let everything cool down to room temperature. Once it's room temperature, I dump it in the kombucha or jun bottle, depending on which one I'm brewing, and then just top it off with regular water. So it makes it way easier just to do this way with just a shortcut method, because it doesn't really matter how saturated it is with sugar or with tea. I spent the whole day here in the Walmart parking lot. I think I got a lot of stuff done actually in the step van. Had a good internet connection. I got a video edited, I got a video uploaded, kombucha, jun, had a long talk with my sister, got a lot done. I think that's a good day. That's all I have for this episode. Thank you for watching. Savor the moment. See you next episode.